Would you rather? I think it's a great game to play.
Yeah.
So you guys were talking. It's a really quick game of Would You Rather. I thought that's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. The first one that we were talking about the other day was, we're three men who are into women. Would you rather have sex with a good-looking transsexual, so a tranny who used to be a boy, now is a girl, but like looks pretty feminine.
Okay.
And like say good-looking. Like
okay, I understand.
You couldn't tell.
Okay, that or
like a morbidly obese 50-year-old woman, and I mean like big. Let's just say 350 pounds, like a big gal. But
See,
it's a girl.
I've seen comparisons where some of these trans, biologically born boy, and then transitions to be a girl. I would never be able to tell without, as you call it, like panty scooping or like
panty scooping. Yeah, I think that would be the big. That'd be the big thing. Would be when the reveal comes.
Yeah,
and you're like,
so okay, the tranny has a.
We could make it. Let's just say a feminine penis.
I think, or is there a hole that's not the butthole for me to put something?
Let's
inside?
say that they've had a surgically created cavern.
Okay.
And they used to have. Let's just say they went the whole way. No. They have a converted phallus into a clitoris, and a cavern was built.
Okay, then I this might be asking too much. You can say no. I'm not going to answer that. Could I do it? Nobody has to know.
No, that's it. There's all these caveats that change it.
I shouldn't do that.
I think yeah. Let's just make it private. But I mean, basically, you're gonna okay. So
it's what you're attracted to. That's the scary part about it. Is some of the these transgenders look great for what they are, but it's like, oh, you're okay. Never mind. That's disgusting. But at the end of the day, your upfront initial reaction was, I'm attracted to you.
Yeah, the belly button up. I feel like belly button up, you can get away with a lot. Mm-hmm. When you go belly button down, you're kind of messing with God's handiwork, and I think it gets real hairy.
Well, that's not God's handiwork. That's a surgeon's handiwork.
Well, I'm saying you're messing with the original.
Yeah.
The original kind of piping, and now you've kind of rerouted some stuff, and it's going to get a little interesting. So let's just say nobody knows.
I think it would be too much of a mind F. Once you find out this is actually a dude, then it would be all right, whatever. I have to go this other route. In my opinion, I'm just trying to put myself there in the real oh wait, what you I'm picking up let's say we're single and we're at a bar, and there's this great looking transgender, and you're fucking stoked, yes, I'm about to get lucky tonight, and you get all the way back home. If I would never know until the next day, I would probably be that's the route I'm going. But the moment you actually tell me this used to be a and now it's just a hole in this, and it doesn't perform the same, I'd be get me out of here. I'll do anything else.
I think that's so I would say a fat person for sure,
because I think you're then just gay.
Well, because you can be attracted to the tranny, but the problem is that once you pull the pants down, it's you know something. You're not attracted to that, right? Is I guess what I'm thinking.
It'd be
an overweight person. Okay, I know what that is.
That'd be rough though too. That'd be rough. I'm talking a big gal.
Even if nobody knew, I don't even know if my dick could get hard to have sex with someone.
So that's once you find out, I think it's a game changer. But if you were to be all right, make your brain not go to that place, I go to the more attractive physical specimen. But once I find out, then it changes everything.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I don't think that doesn't mean that I wouldn't be physically attracted to someone that's a transvestite at all.
Right.
I might be oh my gosh, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to
somebody
have
sent a link the other day, and I was oh my god. Normally I'll be no, I could tell there's characteristics like that, but the facial structure, the body, I was oh my god, it's a 10.
Yeah, they're getting to it early enough that I think that with all the stuff they're doing, all their interventions, I think they're getting to it early enough. And there are just people that look there's males that just look like chicks to begin with, prior to a ton of hormones and stuff. So,
all right, Sean, do you have one, or do you?
I've heard down a couple weird ones.
Quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Fully Loaded Tobacco-Free Chew. Check out the description of this video or the show notes to get 20% off your next order.
I'll do one real quick.
Okay. Move the mic closer to your face. Or you can move it.
So would you rather, let's go with, would you rather be the bottom in a missionary and get puked on, or do your significant other doggy style and they had diarrhea and couldn't wipe?
Okay, say that first one again. The bottom.
You're a bottom,
Okay.
and they get sick and vomit on you.
This is sex with a woman.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard it. A bottom. Whenever I think bottom, I think differently.
So she's riding you and gets sick and pukes on you, or she forgot to wipe after having diarrhea.
I think I get puked on.
Yeah, same first. Yeah. There's something about poop that just takes everything to another level. Like, you're about to have a kid, but you having kids, the whole poop thing, it's like, okay, a kid's going to throw up on me. I think I could handle that more than it's just something with.
And kids' poop's way less gross than grown-up poop. Grown-up poop's a whole other animal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like puke's good. I go puke.
Yeah, I think I would
I don't
go
know, if you have a
puke.
nice solid turd, it's kind of like, okay, uniform, like picking up your dog shit. Like, as
Yeah.
long as it's not diarrhea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather get a log of shit thrown at me and it just bounces off than like actually having somebody puke and having stomach acid
Okay.
and stuff on me.
Yeah, well, I think either way, you're going to throw up. It's either
It's
or
gonna
is
be
going to
really
cause you to throw
gross.
up. I think I would take the puke. I think I would
Would
take
you take the puke or would you mess with everything else?
Yeah, I think either one. The moment you like realize it, like you're not gonna be able to finish. So it's like, what gets you away cleaner? I guess this shit's not technically on you, but you're just smelling it. Like, oh my god.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of that's like a thing. I think particularly in the gay community, like
Not wiping.
no, like just I mean, like think about if you're doing anal all the time, like it's probably a common occurrence.
where there's poop everywhere?
I would assume
Yeah, I guess.
you're going in
Yeah.
that area.
I'm sure not
Yeah.
everybody is clean. I mean, let's be honest. We're talking about dudes too. And
Yeah.
dudes are not the cleanest people.
No,
People are into weird stuff too. I mean, the whole golden shower thing, and then like taking poop on their people's chests. They're probably puking on each other is a thing. Who knows?
Speaking of golden showers, I have one
Ooh,
that
good.
has to do with that. Let me find it. Hold on.
Funny enough, we were at a trade show in Vegas, and they made this thing called fetish urine.
What?
Yeah, and they had like a whole
Fetish
booth for
urine.
fetish urine.
Almost-
Now, I do think it was a ploy to have like fake urine that you could use for drug tests, but there was this thing called fetish urine, and the way they sold it was like urine that you can use that's not real urine that you can like do your fetish stuff
Almost
with.
like fake cum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Right?
fake anything.
Yeah. Just spray it. I mean, I guess you spray it on, give yourself a golden shower.
All right. Speaking of golden showers, here's one. Now, I knew you guys would come with would you rather's that are like very harsh, so I'm gonna bring it back a little bit with mine. Would you rather have a child made of pee, or a pee made of child?
What the hell does that mean?
Let me explain.
Let me explain.
So
I don't know how you can explain that. That doesn't even mean
watch.
anything.
Hold on. Let me
Like
explain.
a balloon
So,
filled.
would
like,
you rather have a child made of pee? So you have a kid, but they're made of pee, or would you have, or would you have it to where every time you peed, you made a child?
I thought you were talking about like the vegetable pea, and it would be like a
No,
baby.
pee.
You're
like the big green giant. I mean, I guess I give me the pee kid. I mean, because I pee like 5 times a day, so I'm gonna have like
you know, like
thousands of children.
1,500 kids a year.
I mean, what the hell does a pea child look like?
I don't
It's
know.
like a formless
Yeah,
thing of liquid.
Pretty much.
Actually, yeah, I'd much rather have the pea kid because it would be like instant millionaire. Like it would be a marketing sensation.
Yeah.
Like he could just flow, or she could flow through whatever. Yeah, pea child, you weirdo.
That was I didn't see that one coming.
Okay. So let me go again. Unless you guys have some more.
I'll go
Go.
real quick.
All
It
right.
kind of goes back to our high school one, but a little altered. Would you rather take it in the ass once, or have to shit in a diaper for an entire year?
Ooh.
You're not allowed to go to the toilet.
Oh, I
so.
definitely take it in the ass once. Because then you're just like,
Oh God.
He's the same one that like would rather suck a dude off to completion versus take it in the ass.
I still
I mean, I don't
stand by
want
that.
you're not. I don't want to take it in the ass, but if you're making me choose, I'm going to take it in the ass. I don't want to wear a diaper around
But
for a year.
all right, here would be the only qualifying question. Do I have to wear the diaper 24/7, or can I put the diaper on just when I need to go to take a dump?
You can put it on just when you need to take it.
I'd do that.
That's too easy. No, you would have to say you have to wear it. You could change it once a day at the end of the day. So like,
I gotta sit in my poopy diaper all day.
100%.
Well,
it's
that-
that or get like.
God,
Yeah, it's not like
almighty.
you can shit in the diaper and then like immediately.
I
Go
can't
over to a
change my
nice
diaper?
bidet
Not until the end
and,
of the
like,
day.
Yeah, you need at least
Oh
like
God! I mean, I'm gonna
15 minutes of
stink
letting it move
all
around.
day.
That's why I would rather take it in the butt once.
Oh,
I mean, it'd be pretty
God.
annoying for like, let's say you average 2 shits a day, so you're talking over 700 shits a year. That you're
I'm
gonna
a
have to
one-a-day
deal
guy.
with, like,
I feel like-
cleaning out the crevices, especially if it's like a shitty shit, and it's like getting down your legs, and you gotta wipe up.
I'd have to see the guy. I'd have to like see the guy first.
You
Let's
can't-
say
you don't get
it's
to.
like, he looks like I don't know.
That big black
LeBron
guy. We always
James.
get pictures sent to us.
Yeah, no, I'm shitting in a diaper. Barry Wood. I'm taking the diaper. I think I'm taking the diaper.
I think
It's 1 year.
No way.
I'm going through the pain that one time,
Yeah.
taking my mind to a different place, and then deleting it.
A lot of these do come down to, is anyone gonna find out?
But I think we have to remove that question.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But yeah,
Because-
because then I mean, honestly, I guess everyone's gonna know if I walk around and I have a poop-filled diaper the whole day. So like, they're gonna know that. But like, if I could like privately do anal, it just is rough. I can't imagine either. That's just rough.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a tough. Would you?
You just
rather.
have to embrace it, both of them. You can make it a joke. Oh, I got a shitty filled diaper again. Like, hey,
Joke's on me.
I'm a real man. I took it in the ass. You didn't.
Yeah, you
Like,
go meet a new business prospect. Like, what stinks? You're like, I got this whole thing going. I got to shit a diaper for a year. Sorry. It was either that or take it in the ass. I mean, what would you do?
Here's one that's a little bit more tame. Okay. Would you rather know when you died, know where you died, or know what you died from? Like when you eventually die. When you died, where you died, what you died from.
the where is so I don't care about that. It would be more or less like when and how.
See, I would like to know where because I
But you can't make any decisions.
avoid it.
Right, to avoid it. Yeah. That's the only thing.
I probably would want to know what I'm going to die from. Because then if it's like heart disease,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, cool.
The only problem is, yeah, because then you're like, get with that plan with the future. Because if it happens to be something that's not related to like as you get older, sort of common things. If it's like airplane accident, you're gonna be like, I'm never getting on an airplane.
Yeah, that is the tricky
Yeah,
thing.
so if it's something that's going to be weird, you can alter the future sort of thing. But assuming it's something normal, I'd probably be when.
I think I'd go in too.
And if it's something in the next 2 years or something, you're going to be like, what? And it's going to mess you up. See the whole thing.
Because as long as you know the when, you could be like, okay, well, I'm going to die today doing something. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
at least I know it's going to be today.
Yeah, I'd probably go like skydiving and die of a heart
do all
attack
the-
before I start.
Yeah, do all the crazy shit that you know is most likely to kill you. Yeah.
It'd be slick if you could like, would you want to know?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to know any of it. if I
No,
didn't
because that
have
would
to.
just ruin every.
That's all
I mean,
you think about it. Overtake.
yeah.
You go about your life now, not really like concerned. As soon as you put that piece of information into your brain, your whole life is going to revolve around. I got this much time left.
But it could also be a good thing though. But I don't think I would want to know.
It could be a good thing.
It could be a good thing.
Although it could be a bad thing. The only way it'd be a good thing is, weirdly enough, I think, is if it was like, you have 2 years left. That would be a good thing, because then honestly, you should probably live like you have 2 years left all the time. You know what I mean?
Well, you're not concerned about the future beyond that, so it's like everything for like right now, and then as soon as the 2 years is up, then you'd be like, oh, well, now it's kind of like to the like Breaking Bad scenario when he thought he was going to die of cancer. It was everything to support his family, and he didn't care about himself at all. So if you go through life that way, you're most likely going to die earlier because you're going to be doing reckless shit. But if you're extremely strategic with it, yeah, it would be awesome. Just like telling the future in general. If you could tell the future for just like 2 days, you can basically set yourself up financially. Just like predicting stocks or lotteries or whatever. It'd be the greatest thing in the world. Just give me 48 hours. And I could create $1 billion in wealth.
Yeah.
All right, I got a good one.
Okay, let's hear it.
I just thought of this one. It's pretty gross. Would you rather make out with your mom or sleep naked with your dad and you have to snuggle?
Oh, Jesus.
What's the making out is so like
Oh,
I mean, like you're tonguing your mom for a good 30 seconds. Like and your siblings have to watch it.
it's just making out?
and what's cuddling defined as?
I mean, like you and your dad spoon naked for
Yeah,
one
you're
night.
nut to butt.
But you don't have to. I mean,
100%.
you don't have to do anything else. You're just naked with your dad.
I mean, if I'm passed out, it doesn't really matter. But if you're just laying there, like embracing him for like hours, like that would be ridiculous.
I would 100% make out with my mom.
Yeah, if I could take drugs to make myself basically like almost pass out immediately, it would be like, all right, I'll do this. I'll be passed out for 8 hours and get up, and I won't know the difference. That 30 seconds of tongue in tongue with your mom is just so ridiculous.
I remember, oh gosh, when I was a kid, I didn't, like, you didn't know anything, so.
Hold on, I don't know. Should you reveal what we're
No,
doing?
it's fine. So my mom used to watch soap operas, and when they're in soap operas, they're passionately kissing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, because I tried to listen. Like I went to kiss my mom, and I tried to like do like I'm like 6 years old. And she was like, "What are you doing?" And that's how I learned. Oh, you don't passionately kiss everyone that you like. You want to kiss.
When did you start with your dad, dude?
That'd be great if you started that with your dad.
All right, so this one time I was watching the show, then me and my dad just decided to snuggle.
I try to passionately kiss my dad. Or yeah, I saw these two people.
That's how innocent
snuggling.
the young
So
mind
I thought
is, though. Just think of that with like gay stuff.
Yeah.
Just think that could easily happen. And then your son goes to school thinking like, oh, he's my good friend, and just tries to like passionately kiss him because he thinks that's normal because he watched two gay guys on TV.
Do you remember a kid we went to school with? I'll bleep out his name.
Oh yeah.
At St. Francis. I remember back in the day, he used to think that what having sex was, that, I mean, we were, I don't know, 10, 11. That he thought that it was when you put your dick in a girl's butt and then peed. I'll never forget that. Right?
I mean, he's kind of got it.
And I must have known more than I thought I did, but at the time I was like, that gets so stupid.
I do kind of remember this.
I do think there's...
I mean, I can picture him. He was
His
like
glasses,
a
he's
snowboarder,
into sailing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I ran into him the last 15 years somewhere.
I mean, I get how that could be misconstrued. You know, you're like, you got some of the idea correct,
But
you know.
one thing into
Some of the-
another,
yeah,
and liquid comes out.
Yeah, it's like the parts are just off.
Just like I thought that it was okay to passionately kiss my mother.
So
But it's
great.
not okay.
Yeah, your mom's looking at you like, what are you doing?
Yes, she was
Why
like,
are you
I just
kissing
remember
me?
that quickly taught me, oh, I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Like, this is not how it's supposed
Well,
to
it
go.
is funny. Like, yeah, that's why you got freaking parents. You know, that's why they exist.
I'm trying to think of like what had to be going through your mom's head. Like, what did my son just
I mean,
try
I was
to do?
6. She was probably like,
Yeah.
it's just a kid just
No,
not
yeah.
knowing
Kids
anything.
do dumb things all the time. Like, yeah, my kids are like, Lucy will like sit there and like, you know, she'll shake her butt at you, and you're like, you can't do that.
Yeah. Or like my niece, if I'm going to the bathroom when I go visit them, and she tries to open the door, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
like this is. But she thinks, okay, because I can do that with my mom.
Yeah.
I have to teach her. This is not okay
Yeah.
unless it's like your mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A parent.
Yeah, it's your job to give them those boundaries and make them
Right.
understand. Because in their innocence, you know, they've never been exposed to anything. They don't
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah.
So it's like it is your job to kind of give them those boundaries.
And I'll even, because sometimes, I remember the one time she thought I was like just joking. I was like, I had to be stern. I was like, no, this is not okay. Because you play around with kids. You're like, like say stuff, and they think it's all a joke. But I'm like, this is actually not okay. And she's like, oh, geez, Uncle Jarrad is like, okay.
He means it.
Well, you do have to set those boundaries. Or
yeah.
else it's.
Oh,
All right, give me another.
That's a fun one.
Sean, you got one? You want me to go?
All right. Would you rather be able to watch porn, but every time you watch porn, a link gets sent to your mom of what you just watched, or never watch porn again.
Never watch porn again.
Never watch.
And that is such an easy one. I can't even like explain to you how easy that is.
Why?
I don't really know. Like I truthfully just don't even need it, and it's kind of getting weird anyhow. So this would be like an easy path where I'm like, all right, yep, this isn't for me. This is a sign. Like I'm just not supposed to watch porn anymore because I mean like. Let's just say that you chose the other way. Like, you really liked pornography. Like, you go and see your mom at, like, dinner, and she's like, how was the stepmom porn?
If you
and you're
embrace
like, whoa.
it. No, I get it. Like, I thought it was a good one because, porn, when you were young, you, like, watch it all the fucking time. And then, yeah, like, gets spaced out a little bit, but that would be hilarious at the same time to have one of our friends like, so what did you watch last night?
That's a service that needs created. I don't know how it would work, but say someone has something in their house that they don't want anybody to know about once they pass away. Let's say that I have 10 huge dildos up in my bedroom right now, and when I pass away, my family, my friends might be coming to my house to like clean up after me. If they find like 10 huge dildos, I'm going to be pretty embarrassed, even though I'm dead. Because what are they going to think about you? There needs to be a service that can come into your house and know exactly what you've predetermined needs to be removed without anybody else seeing.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Just like pay a monthly fee because you don't know when you're going to die.
Yeah, it's embarrassment insurance.
And the family knows, like, hey, he's already prepaid for this. These people are going to come in, grab what they need, and then just get the heck out. We can't see what it is.
I think you can basically do that. You just need to trust one person.
I need to
that's
pay
gonna
somebody
live
because I got
longer
some
than you.
weird shit in my...
I mean,
I just think when you have the executor, so it's more or less like you would have it set up with your legal, and then it's like one person that you trust would basically be.
I'd want it to be a third party.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to know.
I want it to. I mean, I don't really have anything embarrassing, but like, if in that scenario, if you're a man and you got 10 dildos, like, yeah, I'd be like, hey, I need a clean crew to come in here and tighten this up before. That's
I think
that's a service.
I think it'd be a service.
And it probably, I mean, really, when you think about it, how do you charge that? A one-time fee?
No, like monthly, $5 a month. Like it could be cheap too because
you make it $1 a month.
Very cheap.
And just charge it when you're young, and then like they probably forget about it anyway. And then like honestly, you just the business would be perfect because I never do it. I'd be like whatever. Who gives a shit? He's dead.
And it's only
contracts between me and him, and he's no longer.
Yeah. You're like, that contract's null and void.
But I feel like $5 is low enough to where I'm like, well, I don't have any weird stuff in my house now, but I might in the future. So if I do, then I'll get it, and I'll probably just hold on to it.
Yeah, make it $1.99 a month. It's peace of mind, so your kids never know you're a pervert.
Because I've had to go in somebody's house after they passed away. I was looking at some stuff, and I found something that I knew they probably didn't want anybody else to see, so I took it and disposed of it. Didn't talk about it at all. I'll tell you guys after the podcast, but
it's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I've never been in that scenario.
Yeah, so I've done it for someone. It's like, at first I was like, oh my gosh.
And you did it pro bono.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah. Yep. Still haven't told anybody. All right, let me give you one. This one's probably an easy one. Would you rather get free tickets to a WNBA game or get $5?
$5.
I'd pay $5 to not go to a WNBA game.
I think I would take $5. That's almost like an easy one.
I mean, yeah. Has anyone that you know ever been to a WNBA game?
No. For
I
good
mean,
reason.
Yeah, I think I would pay like I'd probably pay $100 and just be like, I don't want to go.
I probably would.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my whole night. Like, that sounds terrible.
It's more your time, and then once you're there, you're gonna get thirsty. You're gonna end up spending money. If everything was paid for, parking, I just got teleported there, and I didn't have to pay for anything, tickets, any food. I'd be like, all right, maybe.
Yeah, if it was like, if they put me in like a loge and I had like a whole setup and I went there in a limousine, I'd still probably say no, but at least I'd consider.
Yeah.
Or get $5.
All right, here's another quick one. Would you rather eat a banana shaped like an apple or eat an apple shaped like a banana?
Both are fine with me.
Yeah, I really don't have a problem with the shape of either.
I think I would enjoy eating the banana apple better.
I think so too, because I think like a big chunk of a banana, like an apple, I think it's too much meat for the sandwich.
Yeah,
because you're used to just vertically going down.
Yeah.
And then it'd be,
Yeah, but an
like,
apple, I could eat an apple in any shape.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I
Banana apple. Apple banana.
Would you rather have teeth for hair or hair for teeth?
Ooh, teeth for. Oh God. Hold on.
I
Hair.
think teeth for hair. Because then I'd still have my teeth in my mouth, right?
Yeah. You just have double teeth.
If you had hair as teeth,
Oh,
you couldn't
God.
You
chew.
like little spikes coming out of your head.
You couldn't chew.
Yeah,
You'd
you'd have
be-
to go to a liquid diet for
But
sure.
you guys have had hair in your mouth before, and it's just the worst feeling ever until you finally get it out.
Until it's just part of your life.
I think
Yeah.
teeth for hair.
It's true. Any of these, you'd become like immune to them almost.
All right. Would you rather be a dragon slayer, a dragon rider, or a dragon?
Dragon Rider.
Dragon Rider would be pretty cool. I think I'd go Dragon Slayer.
Okay.
A lot of notoriety in
I
that.
was gonna say you. Okay, so that's what you would want people to know. Like,
Although I guess you
I'm
can
the dragon slayer.
Yeah, I'm Dragon Slayer. No doubt. I think
Gosh, that would
dragons
be
are real.
Awesome.
Some version of what we think a dragon is. It's like a dinosaur slash. I mean, obviously there's dinosaurs that can fly, supposedly.
Right.
In the fossils. So dragon basically is a dinosaur that can fly, but they can shoot fire, which is the weird part. But they might have had
weird
some
one.
sort of acid or other mechanism for defense. Some version of a dragon for sure.
Yeah. We've probably just made it even more than it actually is.
Yeah, gave it a little
The
extra
wing.
boost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of flying, it's not really a would you. I can make it into a would you rather. So would you rather be a duck or any other animal in the world?
I mean, the flying thing is cool. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking the duck. If I was like, I could be any animal. The reason why I picked duck is because I would be a duck. Because like this beautiful world that we're in, like us humans, like from a cerebral standpoint, like we're top of the food chain. But there's only so much we're capable of doing. A duck is one that like fucking does it all. They can fly whenever they want to. They can walk on land whenever they want to. They can swim very good. They can even go underwater and catch fish. They basically can do everything on their own with just their body.
The flying is cool. I mean, I don't find the walking on land awkwardly very appealing, or like the treading water. Like, but the flying is cool. So, but then I would be like, well, if I could be any other, I'd be like a falcon or a hawk,
A hawk or like an eagle.
like somebody at the top of that little food chain. Like nobody, and ducks get hunted,
Yeah, by like eagles, but they're one
and they
mechanism.
get hunted by people. Like nobody's hunting eagles.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, any bird would be awesome in my opinion, just because of the flying. But the duck can do it all. Like
I might
can
be
go
a
down-
hummingbird. Those little things, the way they can like literally pause in air.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
they-
again, they're like low on the
yeah, they're probably
food
getting
chain in
smoked
terms
by all
of
kinds
birds,
stuff.
and then basically all they do is fly.
Yeah, I'd be.
I like the idea of being able to just like ducks still like build their nest and like do their thing like down on the earth. I mean, whatnot. Eagles, everything is like in a tree and above. They never really come down to hang. Their whole world is so different. To get to experience all of Earth.
It's got to be. Yeah. It's got to be so cool. I have blue jays in my backyard when I put peanuts out, and I swear these peanuts they're fairly small, but these blue jays, they see those things from so far away. Their sight is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm like, because right when I put out and go inside, they come down and swoop it up, and I'm like, how did you even see that?
Mm-hmm.
But they always find every single little peanut shell.
It would
I
be
put
so
out
cool to see through other beings' eyes. We only know what we can see. I think we were talking about this yesterday because I'm like colorblind. And it's like, man, I want to see out of your eyes. It could be a whole different world.
Thanks for checking out this podcast. Please make sure to hit that thumbs up button before you go. If you want to watch us continue the conversation, then click on this video to your left next.